So when we talk about like cancel, right? Are we talking about just social media nagging and trying to feel important and say cancel you, or are we talking about canceling in terms of just like,
did he lose his job? That's what you want? You want him to lose his job? Like,
Yes.
what do you?
He's supposed to lose his job. Well, I don't get it.
Okay, so let me ask you this then, right? So, okay, well,
Isaac, so Sedacious, right? You're saying yes, he's supposed to lose his job, but you have to also understand, as a company, as a business, right? You saying we're going to let you go, I guess you could say we're going to cut you because of content or conduct detriment to the team. Like, you still owe him his money, so you're going to throw that away, throw that money down the road just because he used the inadvertent racial slur in the heat of a game?
See, this is what you gotta do in business. You gotta make the right decisions and trust that you making the right decisions will yield you return in the long run. So the Heat fans knowing that as soon as a player did some shit like this, we dealt with the shit. So all of the people who are paying us money and who are worried about the Heat being racist, understand that we are equal opportunity organization. And if a motherfucker is being racist toward discriminative against somebody else, we don't tolerate that shit. And fans, this is how we show you that we don't tolerate that shit. And I'm pretty sure that the fans are gonna pour more into an organization that they can feel will look at them as equals or will do something about hate and racism and prejudiceness.
You go, Isaac. I was gonna say something again, but if you got something to say, you can go.
Yeah, well, you did kind of take my turn, man. But now, well, damn, Sedacious. Well, if that's the case, Deshaun Jackson, when he said his anti-Semitic comment earlier, last year, he should have been kicked off the team then.
What did he say?
And he said an anti-Semitic comment as well that was in regards to the Jewish community. I'm not too sure the word that was used, but anti-Semitic and prejudice against the Jewish community nonetheless. He did not get kicked off the team. And the fact the team used it as a learning moment, right? Because you don't have to fight ignorance with an impulsive emotional decision, right? Though that it isn't called for, right? But if one was ignorant on the subject, let's use this as an opportunity to teach him and shed light on, hey, you know, this word actually derives from this and means this. I don't know if you were aware. You can use it as a teaching moment, right? It don't have to be a condemning or, you know, fuck him. He got the league now. He shouldn't get back in. Like, damn, what? Okay. Like, people done did worse and got done less.
Go ahead.
In my opinion.
So I agree with Isaac. In certain situations, there does need to be a teaching moment as opposed to a crucify you on the.
I agree.
On the spot
with Isaac as well.
And my only problem with cancel culture, bro, is that like now the situation that occurred a couple years ago with Donald Sterling, that's worthy of like, there's no teaching moment. Let's get you up out of here, right? Let's cancel you. Let's cancel you immediately. Now, the problem with trying to cancel somebody for every little thing or every little moment is you have to be careful in doing that, because like I feel like these companies and these corporations, obviously, we know how sensitive of times we are in now when we're talking about race and whatever the case may be, and Black Lives Matter. So if they feel like they're getting pressure from like outside consumers, like to cancel this person, because I'm not sure what endorsement it was Leonard did have, but it's gone now since the comment happened. But like in cancel culture, like, bro, you can easily like give power to the wrong people. And like people feel like just because they have a social media account, just because they got Twitter fingers, they feel like their voices matter, right? And so that's why I'm not always so like pro cancel culture, because I feel like the pressure of cancel culture really comes from like people with Twitter fingers, as opposed to actual corporations saying like, let's sit down. We gave this person an endorsement deal. We know the type of person, we know the type, well, we think we know who this person is that we've been giving all this money to and asked to endorse our product. We've never had a problem with him in the 5 years that we've been. I don't know if it's been 5. I'm just saying hypothetically. We never had a problem with him before in the 5 years. He's come to all the hospitals and gave turkeys to all the people and kissed all the babies. So why are we going to get rid of this man at this very moment where it could be a teachable moment? And just like us, understand as a corporation, people starting to threat your dollar and be like, if y'all don't get rid of him, we ain't buying. So you be like, all right, we got to get your body because our bottom line is what's most important. But cancel culture, you can't immediately always want to cancel someone for the smallest mistake, because you can tend to give the power to the wrong people on social media. Because I feel like that's what cancel.
This be my issue. So are you saying that he should not be canceled?
No.
All right. So when you go through, okay, so I guess you're saying that's just your problem with cancel culture.
But he also saying that Meyers Leonard shouldn't be canceled.
So you don't feel like he should be canceled?
I don't feel like he should be canceled, no.
Why come?
He just took
this specific situation. I'm not talking about all of it, because you said there was one situation where Sterling should have been canceled, and another.
He piggybacked off of that. He got off of that quickly sent it back to.
So look, Meyers Leonard. Do we know if Meyers Leonard who have any previous
exactly? That's what I was going to get at too.
I
don't know him to be a racist person. He doesn't have a history of this.
So, okay, let me ask you. So do we know him?
Don't.
I don't know him personally. No.
Public image.
So why we okay. So we're gonna say just because a nigga never said it before, meaning that he said it now, but he ain't racist. Because that's what that sounds like to me. He's never said, we don't know this nigga, but since he's never publicly come out to be racist, in the future, now that he's done it, let's absolve him of all his shit, because we ain't heard this shit in the future. And he could possibly not be racist now because we never heard him do this shit in the future.
Honestly, bro.
I understand what you're saying, Sedacious. What you was about to say, Isaac?
I was just gonna say, like, I don't wanna become victim of, because I still at the end of the day, right? Like, I'm a Christian man. I don't want to become victim of, me absolving myself and casting, the first stone at Meyers Leonard, because my house ain't all the way perfect either, right? So I don't want to judge him and I don't want to judge him and say, you know what, fuck you, Meyers Leonard. You're racist, and because of that, you shouldn't be able to provide for your family in the NBA anymore. But I don't, in my opinion, I don't believe that.
So you're saying you're a racist?
That is not what I'm saying.
That's really, bro. Okay, so you said my house as it pertains to racism, it's all the way in order.
No, I did not say that. You just put words in my mouth.
You didn't say that, bro, but you pretty much just said that.
Okay, I don't have to.
Like, come on, fam. Like,
nah, don't tell me what I pretty much just said.
You're saying because this man is.
I'm a grown man, and I literally just
that man is being a racist.
Hey, did Isaac say that? Nah, Isaac.
That man is being a racist. Listen to me, people. He's being a racist. So to say that I am supposed to be.
Listen to him.
So say that I'm supposed to be like, oh no, let's not cancel him because of whatever, like for whatever the fuck, my nigga, you showed who you are, bro. So
okay, nigga, that's your fucking opinion. My opinion is no.
He didn't show. He didn't show who he was by saying.
Next topic.
No, we can stay on this. Go ahead, bro.
All right, Sedacious. So we say pause, and we jokingly say pause a lot, right? Does that are we being racist against gay people? Or is that making
homophobic?
Are we making homophobic slurs?
You say nigga every other word. Is you being racist against black people? Are you?
Yo, people, please don't take.
Are you? I'm asking a question. I'm asking you a question.
Duh, nigga, I'm a nigga.
Hey man, ignorance is bliss. Kendrick Lamar said it.
What are you talking about? See, bro, the arguments change to whatever you want it to be, bro.
So, because you said that, bottom line, you are racist, and what you're saying, Sedacious, I'm just trying to understand you. I'm not trying to argue right now.
All right, so until the Heat or whatever, Miles Leonard offer a statement to the public.
Miles Leonard has offered a
He
statement.
already offered.
What was the statement?
Let me read it for the people real quick. I'm about to pull it up.
Because clearly I haven't seen the statement, guys.
So here's his statement, Sedacious. Miles Leonard, after making the anti-Semitic comments, made a post and posted it on Instagram saying, I am deeply sorry for using an anti-Semitic slur during a live stream yesterday. While I didn't know what the word meant at the time, my ignorance about its history and how offensive it is to the Jewish community is absolutely not an excuse, and I was just wrong. I am now more aware of its meaning, and I am committed to properly seeking out people who can help educate me about this type of hate and how we can fight it. I acknowledge and own my mistakes, and there's no running from something like this that is so hurtful to someone else. This is not a proper representation of who I am, and I want to apologize to the Ariansons, which is the owners of the Heat, my teammates, coaches, front office, and everyone associated with the Miami Heat organization, to my family, to our loyal fans, and to others in the Jewish community who I have hurt. I promise to do better and know that my future actions will be more powerful than my use of this word. Is he still a racist?
No.
All right. All right, beautiful people. There you have it. This is why we call it.
That's simple, right?